We are just about 20 hours away from the first semi-final between India and New Zealand that will happen at the Wankhede Stadium. Kane Williamson came for the New Zealand press conference after having a bit of a hit out in the middle. Now remember, India versus New Zealand is in build-up as the revenge battle for 4 years ago. In 2019, in a 2-day match that happened, New Zealand got the better of India by 18 runs. Williamson admits that in this game, one thing will definitely be different, and that is it will just be a one-day match. Because the weather in Mumbai for all the days that's there is bright, sunny, pollution of course, but it is going to be a cracking contest. Now we have all seen the travails that is there at the Wankhede Stadium. Teams that have batted first in this World Cup have won 75% of the games. The team that has batted second has won only once, but that took something freakish, something out of the extraordinary to ensure that they got there. So, why has Kane Williamson stated that India are very stable and that is why they will be the favourites? In addition to the 35,000 plus that are going to be there at the Wankhede, Williamson has held two very important factors that can lead to India being the most successful team in this World Cup. He highlighted one player because it's going to be played in Mumbai. The one player on which a question was asked to him was Sky. But what did he say about Sky? I will tell you a bit later. But first, a question was posed about Kane Williamson's journey in this World Cup. Remember, he was not going to be fit for the World Cup. Somehow, some way, he had surgery. He became fit. He played in one of the games but then got hit on the thumb and it was broken. Sidelined him for 3 to 4 matches more. After he came back, Kane Williamson has kind of been in good form, and when asked about his journey, Kane Williamson stated, "It's been an interesting journey. From not having a chance to coming close and then setting a target, to get back and break my thumb, it is not funny. It was frustrating." This World Cup journey for Kane Williamson has been frustrating. I mean, look at it. He hardly played before the World Cup. He came back to form against Bangladesh, but then got that thumb injury. After that thumb injury, he played well against Pakistan. And then after that, he's not looked back since. However, against India, when it comes to the semi-final, you have to understand, it's the clash where two teams have been really woeful in this decade. Come to think about it, prior to 2015, New Zealand hadn't won a semi-final. After that, they won 2 consecutive. India, on the other hand, their success rate in the ICC World Cup so far has been 42 when it comes to the playoff stages. So it is the clash between mercurial teams. Virat Kohli, in the Fab Four, if you look at it, Kohli has not had a ODI 50 if you look at it in knockouts for a long time. Williamson, on the other hand, the 150 that he got in the knockout game came against India in Manchester. So Kane Williamson holds the key in this epic contest that's there. But why are India the favourites? One player is really going to be the X factor in this game, and that question was asked regarding Suryakumar Yadav. When asked about Suryakumar Yadav, because he's going to play at the Wankhede, Kane Williamson stated, Suryakumar Yadav is an exceptional player, great stroke player. He plays a role in the middle order. They have got good players throughout. He went on to add, Kane Williamson, that not just Suryakumar Yadav, every player in that Indian cricket team is in fine touch and they have got great players throughout. So they have to pull out something out of the extraordinary to ensure that they can do it against India this time. As I have been saying, if this was a neutral venue, say like in England, New Zealand held the edge. But because it's been held at the Wankhede, because it's been held in India, New Zealand do not start as the favourites. If you look at all of New Zealand's trend in international cricket, they have done well in England because the conditions suit their bowlers. But you look at how they did in South Africa, you look at how they have done in Australia, whenever they have played there, they have struggled. Come to think about it, why do you think India won against New Zealand in Centurion? Because their batting collapsed. Same thing. You look at what happened in Dharamshala, there was a batting collapse towards the end. Had a score of 300 been made, New Zealand could very well have defended it. But India played outstanding cricket to ensure that they chased the target down in Dharamshala. Kane Williamson had only one thing to say in this entire press conference. The one common thing that he kept on mentioning was that it is the semis. It is a fresh start. Whatever has happened in the league stages has happened. Now in the semis it can be anybody's game. And there we tend to agree with him. It's a fresh start. Your real tournament has actually begun now. After all the round robin league games, your 2 semi-finals and then the final. That will define your World Cup in the end. So for India, it is about conquering a decade of pain when it comes to all the knockout stages, be it 14, 15, 17, 19, 22. It's that particular stage where they have been hurt quite often. But India are 9 out of 9. They might even do 11 out of 11 in this World Cup. Why is that? Kane Williamson has said that the stability that the Indian cricket team has and the adjustments that they have made is the main reason why they are the favourites. He stated, every team has a very different balance. The injury to Hardik changed their balance a bit. They adjusted nicely. India have built from their performances in a way no other team has. That's the way you look at it. When you had the 8 batters option, at that time they adjusted well. Where there was a spinning condition, Ashwin came in, 3 spinners, yet you adjusted well. When Hardik Pandya was injured, that was the time this composition was tested. But at that time, they really stepped up well. Shami, Bumrah, Siraj, along with Kuldeep and Jadeja, they have been the X factor in this entire bowling lineup. And you look at the batting, it's held firm with 7 batters. Now on a bad day, if it happens that 7 batters do not perform, it's just their bad luck. So, at this point, the adjustments that India have made are very, very good. And that is why they are where they are. Deservedly at the top and one of the favourites in this semi-final encounter. So, Suryakumar Yadav holds the key. The balance of this Indian cricket team is great. The adjustments that they have had in the bench strength is the reason why India are 9 out of 9. And Kane Williamson and the Black Caps will have to pull off something extraordinary to beat this Indian team here. Remember, I had mentioned Australia, South Africa, the trends. Prior to that also they have struggled. In India also they have struggled. It's because their batters have not been able to cope up. If spin doesn't get you, seam and swing will. And that's where Mohammad Shami was the X factor. It began for him there. Now in the semi-final he faces a real big test. India will go in with the same 11 that is there. And trust me, New Zealand have a big task on their hands. If you honestly ask me, it's 55-45 in favor of India, not because of overconfidence or anything, because India are not taking New Zealand very lightly this time. In 2019, they admitted that yes, one of our focus was on Lords. This time it is firmly in Mumbai, and if they win that, November 19th, Ahmedabad will beckon for them. So that's why Kane Williamson is very realistic about it, a typical cool, calm press conference that he gave. New Zealand may give a fight. Remember, in the group stages, they were the only team to give a fight. But apart from that, it is advantage India. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. We'll be back with more updates on Sports Today. Tap that bell icon so you know when we go live. And don't forget, we are on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as well. Bye-bye.